students, today we are discussing the topic deviation from Mendelian laws. In the last class we have started the chapter principles of inheritance and variation, and we have discussed about the initial discoveries in the genetical field, and we have discussed about the definition of genetics, and the term genetics was introduced by Bateson in 1902, and we have discussed through the different terminologies related to genetics, and we have gone through what are the experiments conducted by Mendel and the inheritance of single gene or monohybrid cross and monohybrid phenotypic ratio and also genotypic ratio. And we have also discussed about backcross and test cross, and we know that the backcross ratio of monohybrid backcross ratio is 1:1. And we have already studied about law of dominance and law of segregation. And today we are discussing the topic deviation from Mendelian law. Normally, when a dominant character crossed with a recessive character, we are expressing a dominant character according to law of dominance proposed by Gregor Mendel. But there are certain variations like incomplete dominance and also codominance. And incomplete dominance and codominance are the type of intragenic interaction. Intragenic interaction. Intragenic which means within. So intragenic interaction, two alleles of a gene which are present on the same locus of two homologous chromosomes and interact and produce a modified phenotype. So in the intragenic interaction, the gene which are present in the same locus of two chromosomes, two homologous chromosomes, one is maternal and another is paternal, and they interact together and produce a modified or new genotype or new phenotype. And here, what is incomplete dominance? Incomplete dominance was reported on 4 o'clock plant, that is Mirabilis jalaba, and snapdragon, that is Angirhinum species. Angirhinum. And here, the F1 hybrid do not resemble either of the parents, and they show an intermediate character. For example, here in the Mirabilis jalaba, there is red flowered plant. It is a dominant character, and white is the recessive character. So we know that the genotype is capital R, and here it is small r. And when we cross together, these are the gametes. When we cross together, we will get capital R. This is M1 generation. According to Mendelian principle, that is law of dominance, we are expecting red color. But here it is incomplete dominance, and here the F1 phenotype does not resemble any of the parents. That is not red, not white. It is an intermediate character, and that is pink in color. So this is incomplete dominance. The dominance is not complete, and here the gene that is active for production of the red color and also the gene active for white color, they intermediately act, side by side act, and they produce an intermediate color that is called as pink color, and this is called as incomplete dominance, or it is also called as partial dominance. And in the F2 generation, when we take the F1 plant, that is pink crossing with pink, capital R, small r, and here also capital R, small r. We will get the gametes capital R and small r. And here there is capital R and small r. And when we do the Punnett square or checkerboard, here we will get capital R, and we know capital R, both are dominant gene, so it is red in color. This is with capital R, small r, so it is with pink in color. And when these and these cross together, capital R, small r, that is also pink, and here small r, white. So the phenotypic and also genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. One a red color, and that is capital R, two pink color, and that is capital R, small r, and one white color, and that is small r. So this is incomplete dominance, and here the F1 hybrid do not resemble any of the parent, and intermediate character will be expressed. And here a genetical disease called Tay-Sachs disease in the human being. Tay-Sachs disease is a genetical disorder, hereditary disorder, and in the last part of our chapter we will discuss about Tay-Sachs disease. And here it is an example for incomplete dominance. The presence of the disease that will be appear only on the heterozygous condition, and it is due to the incomplete dominance. So incomplete dominance is a deviation from Mendelian law. And the next example is codominance. It is not incomplete. Co which means side by side or both are expressing, and F1 hybrid resemble both parents side by side. Both the parents side by side. And the typical example, the classical example for the codominance is ABO blood grouping in human being. We know that there is A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group, and O blood group, that is ABO system of blood grouping, and it was discovered by Carl Landsteiner in 1900. Carl Landsteiner discovered the blood grouping in human being, and we know that there is A positive blood group, B positive, A negative, that is based on the presence or absence of rhesus factor that we have studied in the first year topic circulation of body fluids. And ABO blood grouping is controlled by the gene I. It is not one, it is capital I. So ABO blood grouping is controlled by the gene capital I. And here the plasma membrane of RBC, we know that this is RBC, and RBC have a plasma membrane, and it is filled with hemoglobin, and there is no nucleus, and this RBC plasma membrane have sugar polymers that is protrude from its surface. So it is protruding its surface. So the RBC which have plasma membrane, and the plasma membrane has the sugar polymers, and that sugar polymers are called as antigens that will be protrude in its surface. And this sugar production is controlled by gene I. There are three alleles of gene I, that may be IA, then IB, and small I. So how this gene is regulating our genetical character? We know that the gene which is controlling the production of sugar molecule, that is protruding on the surface of RBC, and these are called as antigens. And there are three types of gene I: IA, IB, and small I. They are regulating the ABO blood grouping in human being. And here the allele IA and IB, they are dominant genes, and they produce slightly different form of sugar. That is, in the case of when it is IA is present, and it is called as A blood group. A blood group. And it is either represented by capital IA, and the small I that is the gene small I, does not produce any sugar, and capital IA and capital IB are completely dominant over the gene small I. So here when it is coming together, small IA and small IA and small I, this is also the form of A blood group. So the genotype of blood group A blood group may be capital IA or capital IA small I. Because when small I is present, it is completely recessive. That is, capital IA is dominant over small I. And the same time, that is capital IB or capital IB small I is representing the B blood group. That is, in the case the B antigen is present on the surface of plasma membrane of RBC. So when we take here there is protruding sugar molecules are present and this is A type. But here the protruding sugar molecule, that is slightly different, and this sugar molecule may be B antigen. So in the A blood group, they produce the antigen A. Here the antigen is B. But in the case when A and B are present together, when they come together, they express their own type of sugar. Both A antigen or A sugar and also B antigen will be both produced. So when IA, IB is present, the gene IA, IB is present, that has only one type, and they produce AB blood group because there is a presence of both antigen A and B. So in the surface there is a presence of A antigen and also B antigen may be present on the surface of plasma membrane. So here the surface is with only A antigen, here the surface is with only B antigen, but here both antigen A and B is present because of the presence of the both gene, and they co-dominate, both are functioning, and they are performing, they are producing their antigen side by side. And this is due to the codominance. And RBC have both A and B type of sugars, that is RBC have both A and B type of sugars, that is called as multiple allelism. So codominance is also called as multiple allelism because three or more alternate form of gene. Here we know that there is capital IA, capital IB and small I are present. They occur on the same locus of the chromosome. And that's why it is called as multiple allele or multiple allelism. And when small I are present, no antigen on the surface of the plasma membrane of RBC because it is a recessive type. It is do not produce any type of antigen, and the surface is no antigen, and such a blood group is called as O blood group. O blood group. So this is called as codominance, and it is a deviation from Mendelian principle. Capital IA is completely dominant over small I. Capital IB is also completely dominant over small I. Only capital IA produces antigen. Only capital IB produces antigen. But when both dominant gene is coming together, both will express. And that is called as codominance. And the examples for codominance or multiple allelism, that is, one is ABO blood grouping, that we know that, and coat color in rabbit, and also starch synthesis in the pea plant. So we will maybe have some question like what will be the blood group of offspring when the parents have a type of genotype or blood group. If the male parent is with A blood group and the female parent is with B blood group, what will be the possible blood group of the child or the infants. So A blood group is represented by capital IA, small I. Here capital IB, small I. And when they cross together, here there is gametes, capital IA, one gamete, small I, another gamete. Crossing, here the gamete, capital IB and small I. When they cross together, when capital IA, capital IB, that is the genotype is capital IA, capital IB. According to codominance, it is with the blood group AB blood group. If these and these cross together, we will get capital IA, small I, and the blood group is A blood group. Okay? If these and these gametes fuse together, we will get AB blood group. If this gamete is with this one fused together, we will get A blood group. And when these are crossed together, capital IB, small I, we will get B blood group. And next is this one, small I, the blood group is O. So when the parents are A and B blood group, parents are with both A and B blood group, there is a chance of infants with the AB blood group, A blood group, B blood group and also O blood group. 4 possibilities are there. But in the case when the parents are both are, one is O blood group and another is A blood group. So O blood group is with the small I. Here A, capital IA and small I. Here only one type of gamete. Here 2 types of gamete, capital IA and small I. So when they cross together, we will get capital IA, and when they cross together, we will get small I. So here A blood group and here O blood group. So the possibility is O or A blood group. So we can predict what is the blood group of the child on the basis of the blood group of the parents. Normally, when the parents are with the A blood group and B blood group, there is a chance of 4 alternatives. That is maybe A blood group, AB blood group, B blood group, or O blood group in the case of the offsprings or the infants. But when the parent is both are with the O blood group, all the childs will be O blood group. So the blood grouping, ABO blood grouping, was discovered by Carl Landsteiner, and it is an example for codominance or multiple allele. 3 sets of genes, that is gene I is controlling the blood group, but they are producing slightly variable phenotype, slightly variable type of proteins or antigens are produced on the surface of the plasma membrane, and that may be A antigen, B antigen, and AB antigen will be also there when both A and B blood group are present. And other examples for multiple allelism or codominance are coat color in rabbit and also starch synthesis in pea plant. Next is the inheritance of 2 genes or dihybrid cross. Till now we have discussed about the inheritance of single gene, monohybrid cross, and law of dominance, law of segregation and its deviation. That is deviation from the law of dominance. And now we are taking 2 characters. That maybe we can take the tall plant with a round seed. Tall plant with, these are both homozygous. So capital T, here capital R. It is crossing with the dwarf plant. It's a contrasting character of the tall, that is dwarf plant with ringled seed. Ringled. The seed is ringled. So small t, small r, small r. So this is homozygous dominant and this is homozygous recessive. So here we will get, this is, we know that this is phenotype and this is called as genotype. And it is the P1 generation, that is first parental generation. And we are getting the gamete, capital T, capital R, here small t, small. And when they cross together, when they fuse together, we will get capital T, small, capital T, small t, capital R, small r. According to law of dominance, these are with this is with the tall and this is with the round. So it is a tall round plant, and this F1 plant is a hybrid, that is heterozygous. That is heterozygous. And that is on next generation. That is this F1 on next generation. That is we are doing the tall round plant crossing with the tall round plant, that is capital T small t, capital R small r. Here also capital T small t, capital R small r. And we need gametes. And how many gametes will be produced? Look here, capital T small t, capital R small r. One possibility of gamete is this, and they together capital T and capital R, both dominant. And next possibility is this with this one. So another one is capital T small r. And next possibility is this with this one. So small t capital R. And next is this with this one, small t small r. So this is the gamete of this parent, and the same gamete will be produced from here. So four different types of gametes are produced. One is with the capital T capital R, another is with the capital T small r, another is with the small t capital R and small t small r. So next type of gametes here, capital T capital R, the same, and here capital T small r, small t capital R and small t small r. And we are drawing the Punnett square, that is developed by Reginald Punnett. So this is the Punnett square, and here these are the gametes, male gametes and also female gametes. And when here these and these gametes coming together, we will get capital T, capital T, capital R, capital. So it is a tall round plant. Tall plant with a round seed. And when these and these coming together, capital T, capital R, small r, that is also tall round. But here there is difference. This is all characters are homozygous dominant, but here tall is dominant, homozygous, but this here round is with the heterozygous nature. Next is capital T small t, capital R, that is also tall round. But here the tall become heterozygous. Here round is heterozygous, here tall is heterozygous. And in next case, capital T small t, capital R small r, that is also tall round, but the tall round is both characters are, both traits are heterozygous. So here both traits are homozygous. Here one trait homozygous, another is heterozygous. Here one trait is heterozygous, another is homozygous. Here it is both are heterozygous. So four different types of character, but all phenotypes are tall round. So next is here. Here we will also get capital T small t, capital R small r, that is also tall round. This is also capital T small t, capital R small r, that is also tall round. And this is also capital T small t, capital R small r, this is also tall round. So in the diagonal way, all are heterozygous. Both the characters are heterozygous. And next is here this one, capital T, capital R small r, it is also tall round. But only one character is homozygous, another is heterozygous. And here next is capital T, small r. Capital T, small r. Here a new character is coming. Normally tall is with a round seed, but here tall plant is with a wrinkled seed. A new combination of character is produced. This new combination of character is produced, that is Mendel explained by the law of independent assortment. That is when the characters are combined in the hybrid, the segregation done in one pair of trait independent with another. Normally we are expecting tall only with the round plant. tall plant only with a round seed. Both are dominant. But here a new combination of character, tall plant is with a dominant character, recessive character, that is tall plant with a wrinkled character. It is due to the segregation and the assortment of the character is independently taken place with one another. And here also capital T, small t, capital small r, and that is also tall, wrinkled. Tall, wrinkled. So one tall wrinkled and two tall wrinkles we have got. And the next is this one, capital T, small t, capital R, that we know that tall round. And next is small t, capital R. Here also a new combination comes. Normally round seed is with a tall plant. Here we got dwarf plants with a round seed. This is first one. Dwarf plant with a round seed. A new combination of character. This new combination of character is due to independent assortment. And here small t, capital R, small r. It is also dwarf round. So we got the third one. Sorry, second one. Dwarf round is second one. And next is this one. Capital T, small r. Capital T, small r. That is tall plant with wrinkled seed. So tall plant with a wrinkled seed is here 1, 2 and 3. And next is small t, capital R, small r. It is also dwarf plant with round seed, the third one. So here there is a combination of new characters are produced. That is, one is tall wrinkled and dwarf round, and the last one is small t, small r, and it is both recessive character, only one recessive character, both recessive character are here, dwarf, wrinkled, only one. So when we take the parental character, this is the checkerboard of dihybrid cross in the F2 generation, and we have 16 different possibilities, and we have the parental character, that is tall, round. When we count the tall round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 tall round we have got. And the parental character, next parental character is dwarf, wrinkled, and that is equal to only 1 from here. And these are the parental character, but here according to Mendel's experiment we got a deviation, that is we got a deviation from the parental character, a new combination of character we have got, that is due to independent assortment, and here we got tall plant with wrinkled seed. Tall plant with wrinkled seed. Tall is the dominant one, but there is a wrinkled is the recessive character. They are coming together, and 1, 2 and 3. We got 3. And next is dwarf plant with round seed is also 3. So here we have the phenotypical ratio, that is 9:3:3:1. But the 9:3:3:1 is according to Mendel's law of independent assortment, but there are certain variations, and that variation is due to genic interaction, that is called as intragenic interaction, and that we will discuss in the next class in detail. But now here we are getting a new combination of character, and this is a checkerboard that explains the cross of the F2 hybridization of the self crossing of F1 hybrid, and we got a ratio, phenotypic ratio of 9:3:3:1. And what is the genotypic ratio? So you count the genotypic ratio from here, Write the genotypic ratio, and we will discuss in our classroom when the online interaction that is going on. So write down and try to identify what are the genotypic ratio from this checkerboard. Genotypic ratio, write each and every one. That is, this is total, all are total, but their phenotypic ratio is different. That will be 1:2:1. That ratio you try to write. And we know there is a cross, back cross and test cross. And we know the test cross monohybrid cross ratio, that is 1:1. And what will be here? This is the F1 hybrid, and this F1 hybrid is tall, round, and this is crossing with the recessive parent, that is capital T, small t, capital R, small r. So it is crossing with the recessive parent, that is called as back cross. And when they back crossed, small t, this is the genotype. And what is the gamete? Capital T, capital R. Yes. Then second one is capital T, small r, small t, capital R, and small t, small r. This is the gamete from here. Here only one gamete, small t, small r. So when we cross together, we will get capital T, small t, capital R, small r. It is tall, round, 1/4. Capital T, small t, small r, that is tall, wrinkled, 1. Then small t, capital R, small r, this is dwarf, round, that is also 1. And small t, small r, dwarf, wrinkled, 1. That is, these are the characters we got in the F2 generation: tall, round, tall, wrinkled, dwarf, round, dwarf, wrinkled. And this is 9:3:3:1 ratio. But when we conduct dihybrid test cross, we are getting the ratio, all the character 25% each, all the phenotype that to be produced in F2 generation with the 25% each, and the ratio is 1:1:1:1. This is the dihybrid test cross ratio. So today we have discussed about what is the deviation from Mendel's experiment, that is Mendelian of dominance. Like we have discussed about the incomplete dominance and codominance, that is blood grouping, and also we have discussed about the major important one, that is dihybrid cross. And the next class we will discuss about the intergenic interaction or the variation from the genetical character.
Bright Education Center, Medical and Engineering Entrance Coaching Center, Hilal area, Doha, Qatar. For further enquiries, contact 306 00679.